When people think about bees, they often think about the angry little buzzy bugs that will sting you if you anger them. But today, I'll be uncovering the misconceptions and truths about the decline of bees and their importance. Bees are important because they're great pollinators. I'm sure you've heard it before, meaning that they fly around from plant to plant, collecting the nectar that they need for their communities, for the young bees, but at the same time they pick up that pollen and transport it from plant to plant. And a lot of plants are dependent on this, that they transport this pollen from plant to plant, and it's important for the reproduction of plants. Now, there is a misconception because a lot of people think that honeybees are in decline and that that's what is important, that we need to help honeybees. But the truth is that there are different bees, wild bees, that pollinate more specific plants and are more subject to extinction. For example, squash bees. Now, these are wild bees that have evolved with squashes, zucchinis, pumpkins, and other types of gourds, and they have evolved to pollinate those specific plants. And there are some of the only bees that fly at pre-dawn. And those plants are dependent on those bees because they are best suited to pollinate those bees. You see how if those bees disappear, then those plants are in trouble. And we humans eat those plants, and other animals eat those plants, and those plants are used for a lot of things. And also, if the plants have insecticides on them, then those bees are in danger because they're a lot more specific. There's another example, blueberry bees. Blueberry bees have evolved well with blueberries and are perfectly made to pollinate blueberries. They're small and they can climb inside of the plant, of the flower, and pollinate it, whereas other bees struggle doing so and will often damage the flower trying to pollinate it. And it's the same situation where if those bees disappear, then blueberries are in danger. With insecticides, then those blueberry bees are also in danger. And there are lots of examples of these kind of bees that are more specific and need certain plants. So bees are declining. It's not a myth. According to the European Parliament, a third of bee species are in decline, and 10% are, officially endangered. And 20% of endangered bees are endemic. Now, this means that they are unique to a specific location, which means if they die out there, they die out everywhere, which makes them even more subject to extinction. And also, a lot of the bees that are endemic are those wild bees I have mentioned earlier. The reasons for bee decline, one of the main culprits is pesticides, insecticides. Now, these big companies that are producing different plants use these insecticides to, push away bees and other insects. Well, mainly other insects, because other insects damage the plants, whereas bees only pollinate them. The problem there is bees will either not go to that plant and go hungry, or go to that plant and die. And it's a big problem. And the other main culprit is climate change. Like a lot of other animals, bees are subject to climate change, and climate change has a heavy impact on bees. Habitat destruction is another. People or animals destroy nests, either for food or other reasons, like humans want to get rid of bee nests that are, in their premises. There are solutions, but it's complicated because the main culprits are very large scale and global. So individuals themselves can't, really help with solutions. But more and more companies are producing organic foods or materials that aren't using pesticides or insecticides, and therefore aren't impactful for bees or honeybees. There are ways that individuals, you and me, can help, either by eating organic food that doesn't use insecticides. Therefore, the organic food you buy, you aren't contributing to the farms that use insecticides. Or another helpful solution is, if you do have a local garden, try to not use insecticides that will impact bees and pollination, but try coming up with other solutions that are more specific to insects that damage your plants. And a third solution is, if you do have an infestation of bees, a nest where you don't want there to be that nest, instead of calling an exterminator, which will kill the bees, call a beekeeper, which will see the situation, and being an expert will try to move the bees from that nest to a nest where they're not in anybody's premises or anybody's way. And of course, avoid killing bees at all costs and just let them do their job. And then another solution is alerting other people, your peers, of the situation and how and ways they can help. An interesting thing you might have heard of is mechanical bees. Now, it's a solution that still seems far away and will only really be put in use in case of a major extinction of bees. For example, Eijiro Miyako, a researcher in Japan's National Institute of Advanced Industrial Science and Technology, has made an insect-sized drone capable of insect pollination, using a patch of horsehair, bristles, and an ionic liquid gel capable of transporting pollen from one plant to another. They have also been looking into long-term solutions with mechanical bees in the University of Delft in the Netherlands. Their mechanical bees are much bigger, yet they are autonomous, and they can fly around from plant to plant, avoiding each other, pollinating the plants. And they don't have helicopter blades like the drone, but they have wings, lightweight wings, that they work more efficiently for the battery, and the battery will last longer, and they're still able to hover in place and go in all sorts of directions. So, bees are in decline, but the misconception is that people think that honeybees are in decline and that they're... So try to buy organic foods, try to not kill bees, they are important. Call a beekeeper if you do have a situation with bees. Alert others of the situation. We need your help. Bees are in decline, and this is real. I have put a survey under this video, and if you are a part of my peers, I would really appreciate it if you filled out that survey. It is anonymous. It would really help me. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.